Hey, how's it going, guys, and welcome to part 1 of my Norsca campaign as Wulfric the Wanderer, which of course is being released to everyone this Thursday on the 10th of August. And I'm sure you already know you'll be able to acquire this DLC for free if you want to pre-order Warhammer 2. Or buy it outright if you want to play it and not risk pre-ordering the next game, as I know some of you will want to do that. And of course, thanks to Creative Assembly for allowing me to record this content early. And this campaign I will definitely see through to the end, and that will be the case for future campaigns as well that I do on the channel. I know some of you will probably be thinking, hang on, I thought you stopped campaigns last year, but I want to bring them back. I think that's what this channel was based upon when it first started. I want to bring them back. I think I've missed them, and I will be releasing a video in the next few days explaining my reasoning behind it all and my future plans for the channel, so stay tuned for that video. As I say, it'll be out in a few days. But if you have any name suggestions for units for this campaign, please let me know in the comments, and I'll be sure to name the best suggestions for some of my units throughout the throughout the duration, I should say, of this campaign. So let me know your best and most craziest suggestions down below, and let's see as well if we can get this first episode, and of course to celebrate the return of campaigns on the channel, to 750 likes. So drop the video a like, show your support, and let's see if we can smash that target, which of course will be awesome as usual. So let's, as always, before we kick things off, take a closer look at the faction of Norsca and of course the legendary lord of Wulfrik himself. So the Norscans are a race of tough and warlike men, shaped both by the harsh conditions of the north and by choosing to make their home dangerously close to the chaos wastes. They worship the forces of the gods, personifying them as the hound, the crow, the serpent and the eagle. Of course, these are the 4 key gods which we can worship, and I'll talk a bit more about how that all works in the campaign. And raise dark shrines and make them bloody offerings to the ruinous powers. So allegiance to the gods provides significant bonuses to Norscan armies through pledging allegiance to a specific god, which, as I say, I'll go through in that particular mechanic in the campaign once we go onto the map itself. Monster hunters, or monster hunts I should say, Norscan lords can track, battle and acquire the services of the most fearsome monsters of the old world, which is a pretty cool mechanic. And aggressive infantry based roster with a variety of cavalry and monstrous units. So we start off with quite a lot of marauder units, so that would be quite interesting to see how we can adapt them and improve those infantry units as time goes on. So let's continue and have a quick look at Tormund. No, I'm sorry, I mean Wulfric the Wanderer. Sorry, I keep looking at him. I think of Tormund in Game of Thrones. He's got that. Well, of course, he's got that northern feel to him, hasn't he? But yeah, let's have a quick look at Wulfric the Wanderer. So, powerful leader and melee fighter, which suits me perfectly. Has the siege attacker attribute. Has powerful battle ability of Sea Fang, which is a pretty cool little sort of spell he can cast in battle. You'll see that in action hopefully as we engage in combat. So he's got melee attack 15 plus for all mammoth units for all forces, so that's good. Mammoth units are pretty powerful units for the Norscans, so yeah, that would be good to get them engaged in combat. So unit upkeep of minus 10% for marauder units, which is good as we start a lot with them. And all units in Wulfric's army cause fear. Nice. And the additional starting units that we actually get, the bonus units for Wulfric, are Marauder Berserkers, which are damage dealers, frenzy and anti-infantry. They are quite a powerful infantry unit. We've got the Marauder Ice Wolf's Chariots, which are very handy early on as our sort of cavalry. And we've got some Skin Wolves, which again are very strong infantry, anti-large, frenzy, and they've also got regeneration skills, which is important. And yeah, they are very powerful in combat. So we're going to be playing this on hard difficulty. It has been a while since I've played a campaign, so I want to start it off on hard again. Probably then, as campaigns come back, when we look at Warhammer 2 campaigns, we'll probably try and do them as very hard instead. But yeah, for this one I'm going to go for hard. Full AI play moves, minimal advisor help, and battle time limit of 60 minutes. So that's all I've got to say really, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, so enjoy the cutscene, and I'll see you on the campaign map.
Those in the north are closest to the gods. Their lands lie within the ebbing shadow of chaos. For in the land of monsters and ice, where no crops grow, they have to be. Thus, I have come to guide their raw talent. Why waste such savagery on each other, while the southern lands are ripe for ravaging? Glory to you, Wulfric, Wanderer of the world. You have returned home a slayer of champions. Yet more battles and glory awaits across the Sea of Claws and in the mountains of Norsca. Around you, the tribes of Norsca hunger for blood, yet they fight amongst themselves. With such rich offerings beyond your borders, you must rally these hardened souls beneath your banner. To the east, the mountains contain great labyrinths and lairs that are home to formidable beasts. Hunt down these creatures, ensnare them to do your bidding, whilst being ever watchful of the nearby dwarfs. To the south, Kislev, ruled by overconfident Tsars. These lands are rich with wealth. Tear these men of the bear limb from limb, opening a path for your masters to aid you in due course. Beyond Kislev lies the Empire. Its bickering states of power are ripe with treasures. Take from these soft southern lands and establish new ports on their shores, from which you can raid further. Wulfrik, you are the eternal challenger, and your gods have blessed you with the gift of tongues. Embody their cold, ruthless nature, and set sail aboard Seafang for wrath and ruin. The harsh and desolate wastes of Norsca embrace you into its cold and wintry grip, my lord. Yet it cannot sustain your appetite for war indefinitely. You will need to voyage from this land to raid and pillage. Your gods will gaze favorably upon you for this. Raise in their name, and align yourself with one to be granted their twisted and ruinous gifts.
Right then, here we go, ladies and gentlemen, and as the advisor said, we have got a lot of work to do in the north, a lot of options to us, or a lot of options that we have, and options in this sort of game is good. This sort of fight needs the options, so we'll see how we're going to play it out as time goes on. So we've got a first chapter that's been issued to us, objective. We've got to attain level 1 allegiance with any of the gods, and we'll get 1,000 gold for the reward. This is how they play out. So we quickly talk about this in a little bit more detail. So I mentioned it at the beginning about the mechanic of the gods. So when you go around taking out enemy settlements, you can either as normal occupy them, sack them, or instead you can raise them, and when you raise them you can actually then in its place in the destroyed settlement you can then erect a monument to a particular god. And we've got 4 gods that we can go for. The champion of the sword, the serpent, god of the serpent, apparently, well, it says here. We've got the champion of the crows, we've got the eagle, and the hound. These are the 4 gods: hound, eagle, crow, and serpent, basically. And as you erect more monuments to a particular god, you will gain more favour with them, and it will increase your level towards them, and you get sort of rewards as you go along. So level 1, for example, for the hound, you get weapon strength plus 10, then you start to get unit experience plus 100 for all forces, and then you get a unique regiment of renown unit for the faction as a whole. So you got a few different rewards depending on which one you go for. So again, like I said to you at the beginning, let's see if we can drop the video to 750 likes. Let me know your suggestions for any units that you want me to name in the comments down below, and also let me know which god you think I should go for, which one should I favour the most. Now, looking at the rewards, I am thinking probably either the serpent or the hound, because obviously unit experience, weapon strength is good, the regiment of renown unit will be good, I'm sure, and obviously with serpent you've got minus 10% for all unit upkeep, which is again a nice little buff to have. Replenishment rates, again you can get that from other sources, but it could be a route we could take. And then we've got that, but champion of the eagle, I don't think that's going to give us that much benefit. So I'm probably thinking either the hound or the serpent. But let me know your thoughts down below on that one, and I shall then take that on board and adjust it to the campaign itself. So that's the main mechanic of the Norscan campaign, or the Norscan faction. And also, they don't acquire a lot of money from their settlements. Look at that, income from this settlement is 70 gold. So taking settlements isn't the end sort of goal here for this campaign, because you won't get that much income from doing so. So what we've got to do is, as time goes on, as the advisor said, we've got to probably raise and sack and loot these lands and then move on, because that's where our main source of income is going to go. So we're going to move quickly. As I say, we've got a lot of options where we can go, sack, and then go forward, etc, etc. What I'm going to probably do is, from here, is control some of these lands in the northern parts of the map, and then as we descend south into these other lands of Kislev and the Empire territories in Batonia, that's when I'll start to just sack, and predominantly sack those settlements, produce our armies from the north in these territories that we control here, and then march south with them. Probably when the Chaos invasion comes as well, support them and go south and raid as much as we can. So that's the idea, ladies and gentlemen. Now we are currently at war just with the Scaling faction, so that's who I'm going to go for to begin with. And we'll probably look on to take on Varg actually, and then maybe Wintertooth, which is the other faction for the Norsca DLC, which is obviously Throg the Troll. So that's the other option we can go and take out. So let's say a lot of choices here we can push forward on. So let's crack on with it, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll explain other things as we get going. So now what I'm going to do is, there's 2 settlements that Scaling have got: Longship Graveyard and Doomkeep. That's their capital in the north. Now we can see here that Longship Graveyard is not defended by a particular army, so that suggests to me that their faction leader is in the north at Doomkeep. Now another thing with the Norscan campaign is that if you take out and defeat the leader of a faction in battle, the legendary lord or the leader of the faction in battle, you destroy them or you kill the army, it then means that they will instantly, obviously will shame them in defeat, but it will then allow us to instantly we get a peace treaty with them, and then they will automatically join our confederation. So we'll get straight away, as we can see before, we'll acquire all their settlements under their control, and it will expand our territory. So what I want to do is take Wulfrik north to take out their faction leader as early as possible before he can build up a strong army, and then we can get these two regions under our control, eliminate scaling, and then push forward to Varg. That's the plan, and I think, you know, if we go now before he gets too strong, we've got a chance of taking him out early on. So I'm going to move him north, still keeping our territory, because I do want to recruit some units before we go into the enemy land. So I'm going to go for 2 Marauder Spearmen and then Marauder Hunters with Javelins. So as we said at the beginning, obviously one of the benefits for Wulfrik is the fact that Marauder units are minus 10% upkeep, so that's nice to have, and we can actually look at our technology. We can actually improve that even further. So recruitment costs can be reduced by minus 10. We can increase leadership for +5 for the Marauder units, and then we can go down the Monster Hunter route. Get my words out. We can go down the Monster Hunter route, and this is another factor or another element of this campaign. This is monster hunting. So let me explain that myself, old man. So basically, they're like quests in a way. So you have to unlock them by, you know, researching various technologies, and what you do then, once you get that Monster Hunter technology unlocked, you can then start to go on particular quests to take out these monsters, and then if you do win the quests and you defeat the enemy in battle, you then actually acquire these monsters into your army. So that's quite a little neat part of this campaign. So as time goes on, we will start to do some monster hunting, but for the moment we're going to go down this route of the recruitment cost for the Marauder infantry. I think that will help us short term, especially as I said to you, with the fact that we don't earn much income from our settlements themselves. So in terms of diplomacy, Wintertooth we're not really interested. We're going to go to war with them soon, so we'll leave them for now. Varg is the same. These guys, the Van Heimlings, we already got non-aggression with them. They won't take anything else, so we'll leave them as they are. Hellspire tribe, I don't want to take them on now, so yeah, we'll get a non-aggression with them, thank you. Bretonia will war with them as well, but they are to the south at the moment. They may invade our northern lands here, but we'll deal with them as time goes on. But we will, I think, probably once we go south, we'll hit Nordland, maybe Kislev, but predominantly we'll try and hit Bretonia first, and then start to swoop in this way into the enemy territories probably. So Marienburg and Nordland, they are again not happy with us, so we'll leave that for now. So that's really all we can do in terms of diplomacy. We've got research going, we're recruiting. We shall take this to a level 2 Raiders camp, because that will give us Marauder Berserkers, which will increase an improvement over standard Marauders, and we get some Marauder Hunters as well, who actually have got the ability to fire at range, but also then will engage, as it says there, in close quarter combat, and they're quite good, especially armor piercing and being melee combatants. So we'll definitely go for that level 2 Raiders camp as well. So we can afford that at the moment, but as time goes on, we're going to have to be a lot more shrewder with our actual economy. But yeah, that's all we can really do this first turn, guys. So let's just end it, see what we can do. But yeah, it's great to be back with campaigns. I like the relaxed sort of nature of them. You know, I can sit back and enjoy this recording with you, enjoy playing through this campaign, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. It's much more relaxed sort of video than it would have been if it was an intense battle, which of course is non-stop action from start to finish. This is more, you know, get a cup of tea, you know, enjoy it, and just soak it all in. So yeah, I'm glad to be back with these sort of campaigns. I hope you guys are as well. And as I said to you at the beginning, I will definitely see this through to the very end. If it's a short victory or a large victory, or, you know, a long victory, I'm not too sure yet, but a victory will happen for us, no doubt. I think it's got to be sort of a, from what I can see here, it's got to be an ultimate campaign victory. So we've got to attain level 3 allegiance with one of our gods, defeat all of the challenges sent against you. Okay, that should be a mechanic that we'll see later on. Destroy the following factions: Wintertooth, yeah, the Empire, and Bretonia. So that's interesting. We've got to really push forward on that. And it says here as well, if you hover over these gods, icon here. It says, while gaining favour of multiple gods is possible, ultimately you must show your full support to only one to join Archaon's coming invasion. So once he spawns, we will then support him, hopefully, in the invasion south, and that's obviously on the basis that we really do support one god fully. So we'll have to go down one route eventually, and that's where I want you guys to advise me as soon as possible about which one I should go for. So now we're going to go into forced march stance so we can get across to Doomkeep as soon as possible. So who's going to watch it? Kislev and Varg, right, okay. And then the Gormandi tribe and Red Eye. Right, that doesn't really concern us at the moment, so we're fine there. We can't really do anything else now as we force march our way across to Doomkeep. So yeah, we'll just continue going in that direction. We've got one more turn to our raiders camp is constructed. So yeah, so there's a quick turn here, quick end turn. And then we'll see what the situation is with scaling at Doomkeep. So, right, we're gonna. I'm gonna go back into normal stance for a second, just shift forward a little bit. So yeah, we can see that they're actually not too strong currently. We've got Falmar Igerson. Now there's gonna have to be, yeah, he is the main man, I'm sure of it. Let's have a quick look at the diplomacy actually. Yeah, he is. Falmar Igerson is the legendary lord or leader of the scaling faction. So he is here. And he's got a garrison force. Not too bad. So it's going to be a tough fight. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but definitely we need to go now if we're going to try and take this opportunity of pushing on. So I can't really do anything now. I don't want to go into forced march because that will allow them to attack us. We'll be tired, which we don't want. So we're going to go into raiding stance instead. Try and get some loot from them for one turn, and then we'll attack them after that. And yeah, we've now got the raiders camp going, so that's great. We'll get some more units of them hopefully once we've acquired Doomkeep, if we can unite this province together and then push on from there. So yeah, one more turn, ladies and gentlemen, one more quick turn, and then we are good to attack. Oh, here comes Varg. I think that's their lord, that's their leader. So, could be good, quite good to take him out as soon as possible there, because if we can, then we can unite all his 5 provinces under our banner as well. So, there's options. There is options, as I say. Right. So they've got 9 units in their army, and they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So yeah, 15 units against my 10 units. So it's going to be tricky. It's not going to be easy, but we'll try and utilise what we've got here. So let's attack now. So yeah, look at that. The balance of power is slightly in their favour, as I suspected. It's not a clear-cut battle, though. Definitely not a clear-cut battle. They've got marauders, they've got Marauder hunters and javelin throwers, so they're going to be annoying. The javelin throwers. They've got a couple of marauder spearmen, marauders. So we've got the better units in terms of the skin wolves and the ice wolf chariot. So we should be okay here. It's going to be very, very close. It's going to be a lot of casualties, but I think we can do it. So let's fight the battle, ladies and gentlemen. And then hopefully we can, we can enjoy the spoils of war afterwards. So I'll speak to you on the battlefield. Right then, here we go, guys. So obviously, with this being the first time we've actually fought a battle on the campaign, we shall take, of course, a closer look at the units to enjoy them firsthand. So let's put our infantry into position, and then we'll have a look and see them close up. So I think everyone is pretty much where I want them to be, actually. So I'll put them on the left or on the right, and then we'll put the chariots on the left. Okay, right, that's fine. Yeah, everyone's in position. So let's have a quick look at them before we begin this actual conflict. So we've got on the right hand side the skin wolves. These are really strong, I'm telling you, these are really, really strong infantry. You know, the fact they've got their regeneration as well, it helps massively, even though they are susceptible to flaming attacks, so it will actually damage their regeneration if they are hit with flaming attacks. So that's something to bear in mind. But they've got frenzy, anti-large, and they can really hit hard, and they last for a long period of time. So that's the skin wolves. We've got some Marauder spearmen. We've pretty much seen these before with the Chaos faction. Marauders are nothing new to the game. So yeah, we've seen them all before. We've got the... where are the Berserkers actually? The Berserker unit. So these are these guys. So these look a little bit different. So yeah, that's these guys. Look at them. Look at the shoulders on them. God. They could take a lot of people out. They could. Tough bastards. So that's all the Marauders. Over here we've got some Marauder spearmen. They're not the best units, those spearmen. We will improve them as time goes on. We've got these guys, the Ice Walls Chariots, and these are really handy. They do help. They give me a bit more mobility, especially with all those skirmishers that the infantry, so the enemy have got. We need to deal with them, and these guys will be doing hopefully just that. And then at the back here, we've got some Marauder Hunters with the Javelins. So again, you know, these cosmetics, we've seen them before in previous units for Chaos. But we haven't seen this gentleman before, have we? Wulfrik the Wanderer. So let's have a quick look at him. I do love the detail on his shield, all the scores across the front of his armour, and look at that at the back there as well. He has been doing a lot of hunting. God, looks like he's been skinned, doesn't it, and just stuck on the shield itself. Yeah, he's been hunting quite heavily. So yeah, he's looking pretty magnificent. So that is really it, guys. Let us begin, and I'll try and ignite this Sea Fang ability. You'll see it kick in a second. It's not amazing, but it's quite a nice little animation. It does knock a lot of the enemy down as well. So anyway, right, enough chit chat. Let's go. Let's start the battle. Let's hope we can win this, guys. So march forward. Now I'm going to use, as I say, the wolves and the chariots to go around the sides and hit in the rear, but ultimately take out these javelin units that are here, because they will cause a lot of damage if we don't deal with them. So got to be careful. So let's put them out on the flanks. Take quite a lot of macro this is going to take, actually, especially with the chariots. So they are now trying to get in formation. They're scuttling around, so we'll try and take advantage of this a little bit. Move in, and then we can try and push hard on them. Start taking some of them out. So let's try and get this ability going. It's 7 seconds till we can actually annihilate. So actually initiate it. I'm gonna say annihilate it then. What's that mean? Right, here we go. It's not amazing, but it's a nice little animation. So go on, here we go. It goes through a large chunk of units. It'll be quite interesting to see if it smashes some of them down. Here we go. Oh no! Don't disperse. Oh, it could have been actually not too bad. Actually, not too bad. So what's it do actually? It just basically slows units down, causes some damage. So yeah, I mean, there's going to be better units, so better spells hopefully as time goes on that we can give to Wulfrik. But let's move in now. Walls, let's go forward. Let's go forward. Chariots, where are you? Right, start to move in. But what we need to do really is try and target the Legendary Lord. Where is he? There he is. Target him. And you go for him as well. What, the wolves have gone in. So they're putting on that right flank. Chariots, now you've got to go now. You've got to go now. You've got to start hitting these javelin units. She's pretty damn close already. Where are you? Right, go for him, come on. Right, push these javelin units away because they've got to be taken out. Oh, damn it, one of our units is under it. Intense pressure, they've actually buckled, damn it. Right, come on. They'll come back, so it's not a problem. I'll try and go over your charge with the cavalry, the chariots, come on. Come on. I'll hit him hard in the centre. Come on. Right. Pull back out. Pull back out. Go back for these javelin units. I forgot how hard it is to commentate and macro at the same time. It is not easy. Right, drive them away. Come on, come on, come on. So yeah, Falman's going down. That's good if we do get him down, because that would definitely start to affect their leadership, and that's what we want to see. Come on, come on. There we go. Lord is wounded. Wonderful. That's not too bad. It's going to help us hopefully improve our abilities, improve our chances of a victory here. Can't guarantee it, but we'll definitely try. Come on, hit him in hard. Hit him hard in the back. That's it. Lovely. Where's these chariots? Come on, charge them hard. Charge them hard. Right, keep going through, go, keep going. It's a great thing with these chariots, you can just drive them through. Come on. We're going to use that. Come back, yes we have. Bring them back into the fight. Right. Pull them back, pull them back, pull them back. Try and drive them from the field. Come on. Well, they are winning, but still the balance of power seems to be very much in the middle here. Very much in the middle, so it's very touch and go. Thank God Halman's gone there, because that will help. Just keep them running. That's all we need to do. Keep them running. Oh God, I don't know the unit going now. Come on. Close quarter. This is not going to work, I don't think. Nah, it's miscast a little bit, that has. Never mind. Keep going. Right, come on. Right. Chariots, push across there. There's a lot of units that are dispersing. That's a good thing here. There's a lot of units dispersing, but it's not clear cut yet. It is not clear cut. We keep them routing, that's fine. No, we've got to keep these guys routing. Come on, keep pushing them away. Hopefully, Wulfrik can take on these bastards on his own, really. The balance of power is starting to creep in our favour, actually. Ah, this is good, this is good. Now we're getting the upper hand. Keep going, keep going, keep going. You keep driving that way. Wolves, go across. You've got the speed to go and track them. This is hard. This is hard. I remember chariots being an absolute bastard to deal with when I was playing as Chaos when they were fighting against me. So it's good to have them in my army this time and being able to use them effectively, as opposed to having to face them in the field of battle, which is usually the case. So yeah, it's nice to see that actually happen this time, because they are so good, so powerful as he charges through. It makes a massive difference. Look at that. I mean, that's such a great impact, isn't it? Look at that, smashing right through. Instant routing happening there. I think you need to come over here. Thankfully, Wulfrik is hanging on there, so that's not bad. It's a lot of I think a lot of these units are quite unbreakable. Actually, I think they've got the ability to fight on. Obviously, I don't think they've got the unbreakable ability, but they seem to just fight till the death. But look at that, instant chain routes, and we've got a victory. Fantastic! It wasn't a clear cut. It's definite pivot victory. Bloody hell! I told you it would be very close. But we have secured him. We can end it there, of course, because it is a siege, inverted commas, siege battle, so we can actually finish them off on the campaign map and they won't be able to retreat. So that's good stuff. Yeah, I did warn you, it'd be very, very close. The numbers were against me, but we got there. I don't give a shit, really. It is what it is. We got there.
The head of their tribe, my lord.
Yes.
paving the way for a simple and forceful confederation between you both.
Good. Old charm shield, we've got a nice little item there. XP gained. Did we actually lose anyone in the process? No, we've capped all our units, but we need to obviously replenish them as soon as possible. So a Pyrrhic victory. Excellent stuff.
Is yours to do with.
Yes. So, as I said to you at the beginning, this is where we can raise them into the particular god's favours. This is where we'll start to gain our favour in one particular god. We don't want to really start sparing them out between each of the 4 gods and, you know, giving it to one god one time and another god the other time, because that doesn't really work. You want to go all guns blazing for one particular god, so that's where I need you to tell me. I'm thinking myself, the Hound, but we'll wait and see what you say. But for this one, I'm going to occupy these lands. I'm going to occupy Doomkeep, and then we're going to form this confederation. So nice, we've got that charm shield, we've increased our rank for Wulfrik, and our units are starting to replenish now. So let's quickly just do a few things that we need to do, a few housekeeping things. So firstly, let's get scaling under our control. So peace treaty, join confederation. Now I just want to make sure we don't actually get any penalties for joining confederation, because as you've seen in other factions, you get a confederation going, it brings major diplomatic penalties and things like that. So we don't want that and public order problems. So does that actually happen with this? It doesn't seem to. Be aware that depending on the balance of the assets you acquire, your income may be adversely affected. Okay. But it doesn't actually affect us in public order or diplomatic relations. So that's better than it was before. Now the chances are high at the moment. So we see if we can just exploit that a little bit more. And at the same time get some money out of them. Oh god, they're going to give us money. Money, money, money. Ah, yes, 3,000 gold. We've got the confederation and it's now all under our control. So scaling are no more. We've secured the province of Ice Tooth Mountains and we've got 3,000 gold for it. So that's a nice little exploit. Hopefully we can carry on doing. Lovely stuff. I don't know if that should be the case or what, but you know, we've got 3,000 gold from it. Okay, so I'm sorry if you can see it keeps cutting out the recording. It seems to be the recording software is a little bit dodgy tonight, so if it keeps blacking out, then apologies at points, but it hopefully isn't too distracting for you. So yeah, let's go back to the Legend of Wulfrik himself. Let's have a quick look at his skill tree. Now what I'm probably going to do early on is give him the Route Marcher ability. I'm going to try and treat this campaign similar in some ways to how I treated the Chaos campaign, in the fact that I want my legendary lords to be quick movers, to cover the campaign map as quickly as possible, to get from A to B as soon as they can, because we need to move on, raid the next settlement or take the next settlement, and we need to waste no time. So that's why I'm going to give these units, or these lords I should say, Route Marcher abilities to start with. Yeah, I'm going to treat this campaign very much like a Chaos campaign in that regard, and why not, because they are sort of a similar faction in that regard. And this is where we can get, look at this as time goes on, we've got a quest battle here. This is not towards the monster hunters, this is a separate quest battle we can get for the Sword of Torgold, unique item for Wulfrik, but he can start to get better mounts, and once we get the War Mammoth mount, oh my god, that would be fantastic, but we need to get him at rank 18, so it's going to be a while before we can get the War Mammoth, but when we do, bloody hell, he'll be powerful on that bastard. I tell you, really powerful on that bastard. So there we go, that's that. Looking at the technologies we recruited, or we've done the research for the recruitment to be -10 for infantry units. So I'm going to go for maybe leadership or weapon strength. I'm thinking probably weapon strength to go with now, and then we'll go down the leadership route as well. But definitely weapon strength +10 for the moment. So that is that. So we've got the confederation going, we've got the skills done, we've done the technology, and what else can we do? Oh yes, we can recruit, that's what we can do. We need to recruit as soon as possible. So we've got some more units now we can go for. We can go for the Berserkers. We can't go for these guys yet because we need another building of the smithy. So we can go for 2 more Javelin units to give us some more firepower, and then we'll build up with some more Berserkers and probably a couple of Hunters and Spearmen, Try and get to a full stack army as soon as possible. We've got to be aware though our income per turn will severely drop. We've got to be careful of that. And then we'll try and hit Varg possibly and begin our attack on them. Hopefully taking out their lord, their leader as soon as possible. We can't really look to go for another lord yet. We can't go for second army just at this moment. We'll try and go for that second army as quickly as we possibly can though, because we want them to go into another direction and start sacking in the opposite way that Wulfrik is doing. We can't go for any heroes yet until we get specific buildings. What do we need to go for? What do we need to get actually? Ruinous altar. Right, okay, these are the particular buildings we need to get, so, right, that's fine, but we can't go for them yet. We'll look at them in due course. So, turn 5. Turn flipping 5, and we've already secured a province. That's not bad work to begin with. Oh, we've got some faction down there. Looks like a beastman faction of some kind attacking Nordland, is it? Is it Nordland to the south there? It is. Can we try and secure non-aggression with these guys? We don't really want to be fighting any beastmen just yet, so... Oh, damn, they rejected me, the bastards. Will you accept terms? No, God. Right, that's going to be good. We don't want to really go to war with them, so we'll try and keep plugging away at them. So, damn it, damn. Looks like he's dispersed. I can't really attack him yet. We're not strong enough at the moment. I may have to start taking his settlements down instead. Lure him back from where he's going. He's probably heading towards Kislev. If we take his settlements here, he'll probably come back north. And then if we can take him out in the open field, with him being relatively weak at the moment, we should be able to then take him out and, of course, secure his provinces as well. So we're for another unit of Mordor Hunters. And yeah, a couple of these spearmen. So these have got anti-large abilities, and I think he's got a mammoth, so we need to be aware of that if we are going to recruit some of them to deal with the mammoths. So we can actually go for level 2 warband camp now, and you can see there still it doesn't give us much money. Income generated at 20 gold, that's very little. You know, these guys are used to raiding, they are not natural born administrators of coin and economy and settlements. They just want to raid and push on, so you can see there they don't generate much money in their own settlements, so I think the taxes they collect is it's very minimal. So yeah, it's going to be something we're going to have to be very aware of and carry on raiding as much as we possibly can as time goes on. Right, yeah, nothing else again we can do. But yeah, I want to secure these northern provinces for myself, and then the raiding will begin in much more volume than it is at the moment when we start to go south. Right, so province secured. Oh, sorry, the province is surplus of Icetooth Mountains, and yeah, we have got everything looking good here. Right then, okay, so 16 out of 20. Let's have a look at... We want to really bolster our units in the melee attacking field, really. We've got a lot of javelins now. Probably one more berserker, and then one more basic unit of marauders. You want to be careful. Look at that income per turn, it's going right down. Right, we're pretty much good to go, I think. We'll take on the Varg forces now, declare war, and then we can take down this settlement pretty easily. There you go, it's an order resolve one here. Boom, thank you very much. Loot gained. We are going to take it, we're going to occupy these lands. Talisman of Endurance. So occupy the lands, there we go. Oh, Regiment of Renown unlocked. The Icehorn Marauders, so we can give them and recruit them as our 20th unit. Thank you very much. Now look at that, we are bordering on, you know, negative income per turn, so we can't recruit anymore. Obviously we can't anyway, we're full 20 stack army, but it's good that we can't recruit anymore because we're very close here. So we've increased our skill points. I'm gonna go for I'm gonna give him a bolster to his abilities in the field, so we're gonna go for melee attack.
Speak.
Alright, so we'll continue pushing forward next term. I'm gonna probably wrap up the part very soon, not just because I want to, because this recording today has been a little bit dodgy. It keeps blacking out, and I don't know if it's affecting the actual recording itself, so I'm a little bit wary of that. A surfeit of loot, so we get an increase in abundance of iron, which then reduces our income or upkeep for 10 turns of minus 15 for all units. Or casual. I'm gonna go for that one. Iron metal. Look at that. 459 per turn now. Great. So that's gonna help us for 10 turns at least. So we'll push out now to here.
Who's next?
It hasn't really enticed their lord to come back, so we'll try and push forward to the Saal encampment, or Saal encampment.
Unstoppable force.
We'll raid again to get some more loot from them. Oh, they've been declared at war. Right, okay. And then population surplus down in our province again. So we've got an extra building slot here. So really these sort of buildings we want to start to look at, or these obviously in our major city within the province, because they're tier 5, we can't build them in our smaller settlements, we only go to tier 3. So we can look at, Norscan warhounds, we could look at cavalry, the Marauder horsemen, chariots, that sort of way we could go. We can't really go, no, we're not going to go for that because that's a level 4. We can't really go for that in the minor settlements. Again, level 4 there, level 3 here, but this is going to give us more garrison, which not be interesting at the moment. And we've got these two again, that's too much to go down in the minor settlements. So we've got loot pile, which is growth, and then income. Well, income's not great from those buildings, so I'm going to probably go for the growth buildings at the moment to try and expand our slots even more and increase our settlement sizes, so that will give us a nice boost to our growth of plus 10. Right then guys, I'm going to leave it here for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We've got a nice little battle in there at the beginning at Doom Keep. We've taken that for our own. We've secured the province now. We're now pushing on Varg. Apologies, as I said, I'm going to cut this video short because I'm concerned about the recording of it cutting out all the time. Hope it hasn't affected the recording too much and hasn't affected your experience of the video as well in this playthrough. But yeah, thank you as always for watching guys, and your continued support. As I said at the beginning, let's try, we can see if we can try and drop this video up to 750 likes. Let me know your name suggestions for units that you want me to recruit into our armies in the comments below, and also which god I shall look to worship as we push on in our campaign. So we've got the, as just to confirm, we've got the serpent, the crow, the eagle, or the hound. So I'll wait for your suggestions on all of them. So thank you, and until next time guys, take care and farewell.